Ever wonder what happens when a car is just too powerful to be allowed on the road? Cars so wild, so brutally fast, or just plain dangerous that governments and regulators said, "Nope, you can't drive that here." Welcome to Torque Talks. Cars, speed, power. Today, we're counting down the 10 cars so powerful they got banned. Stay with us, because number 1 is so outrageous, it was literally outlawed in multiple countries. And the story behind it is crazier than you. Think number 10, Brabus EV12 800. Starting off our list at number 10 is the Brabus EV12 800, a monster of a modified Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Underneath its refined exterior lies a beefed-up 6.3-liter twin-turbo V12 engine, cranking out a staggering 800 horsepower. That means this seemingly civilized sedan flies from 0 to 60 mph in just 3.7 seconds, blistering for a 4-door luxury car. But here's the kicker. In several countries, including parts of Europe, this car was banned from road use due to emissions and noise regulations. Its monstrous power output also raised safety concerns, as local authorities felt it was simply too dangerous for public roads. Fun fact, Brabus is known for its high-performance tuning, but the EV12 800 is their ultimate street weapon. 800 horsepower family, sedan you'd never expect. Number 9, Suzuki Hayabusa turbocharged. Okay, not a car, but it deserves a spot. The turbocharged Suzuki Hayabusa motorcycle. And yes, it faced bans in various markets. The stock Hayabusa was already notorious for its top speed soaring above 186 mph, but modifications like turbocharging pushed that even further, sometimes doubling output past 300 horsepower. Several countries banned or heavily restricted these turbocharged Hayabusas for street use because they were considered far too quick for normal traffic environments, putting riders and others at undue risk. Here's a fun nugget. The original Hayabusa's top speed led to a voluntary 186 mph speed limit amongst Japanese and European manufacturers to prevent a so-called top speed war. Number 8. Koenigsegg 1. Coming in at number 8 is the hypercar that wears its power like a badge of honor, the Koenigsegg 1. Why the name? Because it literally boasts 1 horsepower per kilogram. 341 horsepower, pushing a car that weighs only 341 kg, about 2,158 lbs. This is beyond insane. While the 1.1 was designed as a track-dedicated machine, its enormous power and speed capabilities meant it couldn't be registered for road driving in many countries. It was banned primarily for failing to meet emissions and safety standards. But here's a twist. Koenigsegg builds cars with advanced tech like carbon fiber chassis and active aerodynamics to tame this beast. Still, many regulators were having it. Number 7. Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. Yes, even SUVs can be too powerful. The Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk packs a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 engine that pushes 707 horsepower. Its muscle car power wrapped in a utility body, catapulting this family-hauling SUV from 0 to 60 mph in just 3.5 seconds. However, the monstrous torque and acceleration created safety concerns on narrow, winding roads in some regions, and in a few countries. Local rules temporarily banned or restricted the Trackhawk's use on certain roads due to fears that everyday drivers wouldn't be able to control such power. Fun fact, the Trackhawk's engine is the same that powers the Dodge Hellcat, a muscle car legend. Number 6. Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. Next up, it's the Ford Mustang Shelby GT500, a beast with over 760 horsepower from a supercharged 5.2-liter V8. For many Mustang fans, it's a dream car, but the GT500 ran into bans or very tight restrictions in some European countries because horsepower and emissions put it out of compliance with local road laws. Some countries mandated detuning or emissions upgrades before allowing it on public roads, and speed limiters were often added to rein it in. The Shelby GT500 taught us an important lesson. Raw power alone isn't always welcome. Regulations and road safety come first. Number 5. Nissan Skyline GT-R R34 V-Spec. Here's a legendary Japanese icon, the Nissan Skyline GT-R R34 V-Spec. While beloved worldwide, this car was notorious in Japan's domestic market for being banned or restricted at times due to its performance. The R34's twin-turbo inline-six pushed around 276 horsepower in stock guise, but many tuners pushed it well beyond 500, triggering crackdowns. Japanese authorities clamped down on illegal racing and ultra-high horsepower modifications, practically outlawing heavily modified R34s. Because of these factors and stricter road laws, many tuners had to tone down their beasts, but underground culture thrived, pushing these cars even harder. Number 4. Lamborghini Reventon. The exotic and rare Lamborghini Reventon looks more fighter jet than car, and it pushes 650 horsepower from a 6.5-liter V12. Though super fast and brutal, the Reventon faced scrutiny from regulators, mainly because of its extreme styling, which impaired visibility and caused safety concerns on public roads. In some jurisdictions, it nearly got banned or heavily restricted due to these reasons, as well as noise regulations from its furious exhaust note. The Reventon reminds us power isn't just about raw numbers, but how the whole package fits within road safety frameworks. Number 3. Zenvo TS1 GT. In Denmark, the Zenvo TS1 GT made headlines not just for its 104 horsepower twin-supercharged V8 beast, but for being banned on public streets. The main reasons? Noise pollution and failure to meet tight environmental standards. Denmark is known for strict vehicle regulations, and this hypercar's wild exhaust note and emissions simply didn't meet local laws. Zenvo later created modified versions for road approval, but the original TS1 GT was effectively outlawed, making it a forbidden fruit for Danish car enthusiasts. Number 2. Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Black Series. Mercedes SLS AMG Black Series cranks out a monstrous 622 horsepower and was famous for track-ready performance without sacrificing road legality. But many countries banned or heavily restricted its use due to concerns over its raw power in untrained hands. Its aggressive power delivery and torque made it feel like a race car on the streets, a great thrill, but a legal headache in some markets. Local authorities feared accidents caused by overconfident drivers who couldn't handle that kind of muscle on regular roads, resulting in outright bans or steep restrictions in places. Number 1. Bugatti Veyron 16.4. Finally, the mother of all banned powerhouses, the Bugatti Veyron 16.4. When it hit the scene, its 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine producing 1,001 horsepower shattered all known records. But with that power came controversy. In several countries, the Veyron was either banned outright or faced extreme restrictions because it was too fast, with a top speed electronically limited to just 253 mph. There were safety concerns about whether normal roads, tires, and brakes could handle such insane speeds outside a racetrack. One story says some countries required speed limiters installed that restricted it to a mere 186 mph, while others delayed road legal status altogether. The Veyron rewrote the rule book on power, but also sparked a global debate about when a car is simply too powerful for public streets. Bonus car. The Ferrari FXXK. Here's a bonus. The Ferrari FXXK, a race-bred hypercar with 1,036 horsepower that's technically not street legal anywhere, owned only by select Ferrari clients.
The FXXK was meant strictly for private tracks, combining a turbo V12 and hybrid powertrain. The FXXK was too powerful, too wild, and too uncompromising for any public road, designed for full racing conditions only. Ferrari even controlled
when and where owners could drive it, making it perhaps the ultimate banned car in spirit, if not by law. So there you have it, 10 insanely powerful cars that turned heads and regulators, pushing rules to the breaking point and getting banned or heavily restricted all over the world. These cars remind us that raw power sometimes outruns the law. Which one shocked you the most? Have we missed any ridiculously powerful cars you'd add to this list? Hit the comments and share your thoughts. If this video got your motor running, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to Talk Talks, your home for cars, speed, and power. And don't forget to ring that bell to join our fast-growing gearhead family. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay speedy, but within the law.